This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, a potential security threat at BIA this morning prompted the Bangor bomb squad to respond to the international terminal at the airport.
A bomb-sniffing dog, along with members of the Bangor Police and Fire Departments, as well as the airport's own police and fire personnel, all responded to the scene around 9 a.m. today. That's when the airport's safety procedures were implemented. According to BIA's Marketing and Business Development Director, Amy Thibodeau, the incident did not cause the airport to go into lockdown and did not affect any flights.
There has been no imminent threat to the public that we are aware of. We have followed all of our safety procedures and protocols. We did move a couple of aircraft around on gates just to make it a little bit easier on that side and to make things go a little more smoothly. But all flights have gone out, flights have come in, and so nothing operationally has been impacted.
Well, according to authorities, the bomb squad spent time investigating certain luggage at the airport, which the Bangor PD later discovered was neither suspicious nor illegal.
Investigators from the Maine Drug Enforcement Agency arrested a man suspected of drug trafficking in Ellsworth. MDEA, with the help of Ellsworth Police Department, conducted surveillance on the Hawthorne Extended Stay Hotel after complaints of suspected drug trafficking from a room there. Agents executed a search warrant on Monday and seized 180 grams of crack cocaine, 16 grams of fentanyl, along with other drugs and almost $600 in suspected drug proceeds. As a result, 40-year-old Asa Polk of Boston, Massachusetts, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated trafficking of scheduled drugs and unlawful possession of scheduled drugs. Polk is scheduled to be arraigned in Hancock County Court on Wednesday.
A Caribou man will spend more than 13 years in jail for his role in Penobscot and Aroostook County drug trafficking. 54-year-old James King was sentenced in U.S. District Court in Bangor for his role in a conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine and fentanyl. King pleaded guilty in September. He is the 10th participant involved in the Northern Maine conspiracy to be sentenced. 7 of the remaining 11 have pleaded guilty.
Firefighters called for a third alarm as flames ripped through a historic barn in Millinocket this morning. Our Grace Blanchard was on scene.
Crews raced to the Kelly farm on the Station Road in Millinocket just before 8 a.m. Tuesday after receiving reports of flames shooting from the barn.
Arrived on scene, we ended up finding the barn fully involved, beginning to get into the house. Automatically requested a third alarm, brought us in resources as far away as Brownville, Sherman, Maine Forest Service.
The fire rapidly spread to the home and caused substantial damage to the rear. However, crews were able to keep the fire from destroying the rest of the home, and the homeowners made it out safely.
It was just starting, actually. And yeah, all the black smoke, I was like, holy crud, what is that? And yeah, it was bad.
Several witnesses and neighbors say the Kelly farm is one of the oldest in Millinocket. For decades, the homeowners have bred and raised racehorses, 2 of which they were unable to save from the fire.
They help everybody. Yeah, it's a shame. Hopefully everybody comes together and helps them now, you know? That's what I hope.
The cause of the fire remains unknown. In Millinocket, I'm Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A proposed red flag bill faced a second public hearing today. According to the Judiciary Committee, there was a second hearing on the bill because of Thursday's snowstorm, which prevented some people from testifying on Friday. One difference between the proposed law and Maine's current yellow flag law is that police or family members would not need to get a person evaluated by a mental health professional before obtaining a court order to take away someone's firearms. Opponents of the bill say it is unconstitutional, but supporters disagree.
I believe that it violates my inherent God-given rights. I don't believe that our legislative body has the authority under the Constitution to enact a red flag law.
There are 21 states across the United States where the extreme risk protection order is already in place. in all of those states, those laws have been upheld as being constitutional and not being in conflict with due process.
After the public hearing, the committee held a work session on the bill, and that work session is still ongoing, but a vote on the bill is expected.
In Augusta today, Republicans blasted last-minute changes proposed to the supplemental budget. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard breaks down some of those potential changes.
And the worst part is they didn't even do it in daylight. They did it in the middle of the night.
House Republican leader Billy Bob Fonkingham is calling for Representative Melanie Sachs to be removed from the Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee after Republicans are accusing Democrats of literally passing a budget under the cover of darkness when the committee met late Friday night and into early Saturday morning.
It was 11:30 or so. We went into the committee room. Just before that, we got not one, not two, we got 6 new amendments to this budget document, including the transportation, including the liquor fund, including the pension fund.
Those proposed changes would combine the general fund and highway fund budgets, use money previously allocated to the highway fund to fund new initiatives, reduce Maine state pension deductions, provide around $14 million to the Emergency Housing Relief Fund, and cut the increase to the Dairy Stabilization Fund from 25% to only 10%, which farmers say is not sustainable.
The negotiated 25% that we have the governor's support for was already taking a 75% hit. So the additional drop to 10% is a 90% drop for our numbers. And this program is so important because it supports our rural communities, it supports our dairy farms.
Representative Wayne Perry sits on the Transportation Committee and says combining the Highway Fund, which the Transportation Committee has jurisdiction over, with the General Fund could mean a lack of funding for Maine's already crumbling roadway infrastructure.
My fear is if this was to ever happen, you would not see any road work done, you would not see anything done that we handle right now.
Speaker of the House Rachel Talbot Ross issued the following response to Representative Fonkingham, quote, "I would remind you that this committee always has an enormous workload. It is not an uncommon practice to work long and exhaustive hours. Please refrain from impugning the character of any member of the Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee or the House of Representatives," end quote. Links to the new proposed budget and the letters from Representative Fonkingham and Speaker Talbot Ross will be available on our website. At the State House, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news tonight, the traffic volume on some of Maine's highways yesterday because of the eclipse was between 10 and 20 times greater than normal. That is according to the Maine Department of Transportation, which monitored traffic through the weekend. They estimate 15,000 additional vehicles came into Maine to witness the solar eclipse, and many more people traveled within the state to get to the eclipse's path of totality, a phrase we've been throwing around a lot lately. They say after the eclipse, traffic engineers saw the most congestion on I-95 north of Bangor, as well as routes 6, 27, and 201. The biggest delay was between Jackman and Skowhegan. That was a 4-hour delay.
The state of Maine has extended the deadline for filing state taxes if you live in the counties impacted by the January storms. Those recognized counties are Cumberland, Hancock, Knox, Lincoln, Saginaw, Waldo, Washington, and York counties. Anyone who lives in those locations now has until July 15th to file their state taxes. Payment deadlines have also been extended until July 15th. That's the same date as the federal government extension.
And probably a welcome break for many, considering what Mainers have been dealing with over the last few weeks to a couple of months.
Absolutely. Yeah. It was a very, very active season yesterday. And today, on the other hand, have been just joys outside.
Perfect spring-like weather. Just absolutely wonderful to be outside. And it was a joy to step outside, even just for a couple of seconds, if that's all you had. Curious to know what the rest of the week brings. But first, let's get a first check of the forecast and see what's on deck for the rest of the night.
And what a day out there yesterday, right? So we did see that total solar eclipse, still feeling like winter, mainly north of town. So you got to go Millinocket area, especially into Greenville. We still have a thick snowpack on the ground. But of course, it is April, and we're going to continue to melt a lot of that snow away here in town. We just have a little bit of snow in snow piles. Other than that, we are in the clear, of course, right? I mean, with these temperatures, no surprises here. 58 degrees earlier today, right at the coast. Rock Rockland, Bar Harbor into Machias. We're looking at low to mid 50s, so still above average, but in the 50s, definitely feeling very warm, but a little bit cooler by the coast. Overall, though, a nice and pleasant looking day. In general, though, few passing clouds here and there, but we did see lots of sunshine throughout the day today. Not going to be here for long as more chances of rain start to arrive within the next couple of days. By Thursday into Friday, get ready. Overnight tonight, though, we're going to continue to stay clear. Few passing clouds here and there, temperatures near freezing.
All right, so things slowly but surely kind of getting warmer or trending warmer overnight for us.
Yeah, not sorry to see it, that is for sure.
Me neither.
All right, well, there is more to come after the break. Folks, stay with us.
Dear Savvy Traveler, airline food isn't what it used to be. I need to fuel up before I fly.
Dear Hangry, you can fill up before takeoff at Bangor International Airport. The Highlands Cafe has quick and casual. The Refueler Pub and Grill has heartier fare. And the Post Security Cafe, other side of TSA, offers a pick-me-up before wheels up. Bon appetit and bon voyage, Hangry. And remember, the savvy travel through Bangor International Airport. Flybangor.com.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
There are plenty of good reasons to have a dock at your camp or lakefront home, and to choose a ShoreMaster Premium Dock System or Floating Poly Dock System from Hammond Lumber Company. Lightweight and durable, ShoreMaster high-grade aluminum docks are easy to install and maintain, and poly docks are perfect for dealing with deep or fluctuating water levels. Both offer a wide range of available configurations. There's a ShoreMaster or a poly dock system that's right for you, and you'll find it at Hammond Lumber Company.
Free is good. Cashback is even better. Get both. Open your Yes account with Cashback Rewards from the County Federal Credit Union. Get all the free and 1% cash back on up to $1,500 worth of debit card purchases per month. Plus, rounding up your debit card purchases to the nearest whole dollar and tucking the difference into your share savings account. Get the good and the even better with the Yes account with Cashback Rewards. Open yours now at countyfcu.org.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. The Dedham School Bike Team just got a big equipment upgrade thanks to a new grant. Bike coach Tim Pearson says the team was formed a few years ago, but they've been limited by their ability to ride bikes on trails that are off school grounds. In order to do so, Pearson would have to load as many bicycles as he could fit into the back of his pickup truck if they wanted to ride off-site. However, the new funding will allow the team to purchase a trailer to load all their bikes into for future trips.
The ease of getting the bikes with us on trips in a trailer is going to allow us to do more with more kids and more opportunities.
Well, the grant was given by Outride, which is a California-based organization that provides funding and programs to promote cycling.
A road construction project in Searsport is causing headaches for drivers and businesses. While the full project is expected to be finished in 2025, the half-mile section currently in repair will remain under construction until November. Our Doug Banks takes us there.
It needed it, for sure.
Maine DOT's downtown Searsport Route 1 reconstruction is a multi-step project looking to improve commuter and pedestrian travel inside a 2-mile section of Searsport. On March 1st, Maine DOT and Gordon Contracting began work on a half-mile section of Searsport, turning Route 1 into a one-way, and detours taking traffic up and over downtown until November 15th. Traveling from north to south, the detour navigates Route 1 travelers up Mortland Road, across Old Country Road, and down Prospect Street, turning quiet streets into noisy ones, according to one resident.
Then in the evening after school hours, they get really crazy with speed.
While the south lane of Route 1 remains occupied with construction vehicles and equipment, One resident is looking further down the road.
People want the road good. They got to fix it, and that's the only way they can do it.
Businesses are still accessible, however, with parking spaces available at certain locations.
It has definitely slowed down, but the local people have been rallying around us.
Now, despite all the noise from construction and this chain link fence guarding the downtown sidewalk, one local business is making the most of it.
We have our construction crunch Sunday, which we will be having all through construction period. They need to get this construction done, and Gordon Construction's been great through it, so it might be a bit going through some hard times now, but it will definitely be worth it in the end.
In Searsport, Doug Beggs, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, Eastern Maine Community College and the University of Maine have signed an agreement that will benefit culinary arts students. Officials from both schools say the agreement creates a seamless pathway for students at the community college to earn their associate's degree in 2 years and then go on to the University of Maine to finish with their bachelor's degree.
It takes the guesswork out of it for students. So it's really part of what we do all the time is to help students achieve their bachelor's degree, but this combination is going to make it easier for students.
Well, officials with both schools say the agreement will save students time and money by streamlining relevant coursework while making enrollment faster and more convenient.
Nothing wrong with faster and more convenient. Those are really, really good things when it comes to getting your education as well.
Well, and of course, you know, with how enthusiastic we are about food, we're also in favor of minting a few more new chefs.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Sports is coming right up next. Stay with us.
You know what? When the power goes out, ours doesn't, thanks to RH Foster. We have a generator, and it runs on propane, and it powers the entire house. And we get our propane from RH Foster. Those big storms, the neighborhood lost power for days, but we didn't lose power, not even for a moment. I never worry about running out of propane. RH Foster keeps us topped off. Even if I had a problem, I could call RH Foster and I can talk to a real person. With propane from RH Foster, power outages are not a problem at our house.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
The most important thing is family. AAA shares the same family values. For over 100 years, AAA has been providing legendary service and has helped what it values most, its members. Join our family, and you could save on your auto insurance policy with our competitive pricing. Just like family, we offer you our support when you need it, whether it's questions about your policy or with our most trusted roadside assistance service. Visit AAA.com/insurance and find out how much you could save.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Bangor, located in the Penobscot Plaza, providing custom ink by licensed artists for more than 20 years.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to start on the baseball diamond. Finally feeling like baseball season around here. 2 straight days of it, too, huh? Up in Orono, Maine baseball preparing for a road trip to Yukon and then UMass Lowell, all starting tomorrow. The Black Bears splitting a doubleheader with NJIT this weekend after Game 1 was canceled. They're currently 3-5 in America East play, but 3 of those losses have come by just 1 run, including Game 2 on Sunday. A 3-5 start, though, that's new territory for a lot of the guys on the team. They lost just 5 conference games all last year alone and won their first 10, and then they started 8-2 the year before that. So facing some adversity here in America East play for the first time in a few years, and the message to the team is simple. Just keep playing and the results will come.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on this team, except for maybe Goody, has been here where we haven't been, the cream of the crop as far as record goes in the America East. And the message really is go out and play. We got to go out and play, and that's something that I've had to relearn as well. Because I forgot what it was like to be, have a losing record in conference play.
I think honestly it's just sticking to the process. It's a long season and we're just getting started in conference play. So I think that's the biggest thing is just to continue to get better every day, continuing to encourage the guys that the conference is still open.
I had to tell the guys, look, we might not be starting out how we want to, but we're still a very good team, and we got to believe that. We can't let doubt creep into our clubhouse, If we stick together as a team, we'll be fine.
The Black Bears will play at UConn on Wednesday before opening their 3-game series with UMass Lowell. That one starts on Friday. Staying with some baseball now, just down in Boston, always a magical day at Fenway Park during the Sox home opener. This one just a little bit different. The 113th home opener at Fenway saw the Red Sox paying homage to a former player in a special way. It's the 20-year anniversary of the amazing 04 Sox season, so Boston taking the time pregame to honor the entire 2004 team, including both Tim and Stacey Wakefield, who both passed away recently. Their children, Brianna and Trevor, being there in Tim's place. Everyone in attendance from the team there to walk them out. Brianna threw out the first pitch of the season to Jason Varitek, a close family friend, and a moment everyone at the ballpark today will remember, just as everyone will remember Tim and Stacey for the legacy they leave behind. Hard not to get choked up watching that. The Sox losing the game following the ceremony to the Orioles 7-1. The team also announcing pregame that Trevor Story will undergo surgery on Friday and is scheduled to miss 6 months, so basically the whole season. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much. Our main weather is brought to you by Washington County Community College. Discover choices, create success. Don't miss out on free college. And what an exciting day we saw yesterday, right? Total solar eclipse. Only for 3 minutes and 22 seconds we saw darkness, but still, what a scene. And we were all mind blown. Dallas, Texas saw that as well, but then they saw some thunderstorms and still some thunderstorms right in our southern states, stretching into Atlanta, Raleigh as well. They're getting in on some rain showers. All of that will be moving our way. Get ready, folks. We're looking at several days of rain on the way. For now, though, not much going on. We are staying clear, just a few passing clouds, and we're going to continue to stay mainly clear overnight. But by tomorrow, especially into those afternoon to evening hours, we're going to see more of that rain moving in. So first, increasing clouds, and then we're going to see a little bit of that rain moving on in, picking up in intensity Thursday into the day on Friday. So get ready, folks. We're looking at a good rainmaker on the way. Once again, well over an inch of liquid equivalent rain on the way. This is going to be here for a few days, so get those umbrellas ready. Rainfall-wise, overall, though, in the state, we're looking at anywhere around an inch to an inch and a half of rain. Look at this. Bar Harbor, check out Machias. Some spots coming in with well over 2 inches of rain. I would not be surprised if we do get that, because this is going to be a system that's going to be here Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, and then even into Saturday. So almost 4 days of rain. Not going to be consistently raining. We're going to have lots of dry hours as well. But overall, though, 4 days where umbrellas will be needed. The winds are pretty light, anywhere around 5 to 10 miles per hour all over the state. At least that is on our side, right? It's going to be very windy, though, by Friday into Saturday. Temperature-wise, though, just feels like spring. Finally, that push of warmer air all the way up into Canada, wherever this is. North of that, we're talking still well over a foot of snow on the ground. That's why those cooler temperatures are just sticking around, but they're not going to be here for long. As we continue to melt that snow, 60s, 70s, and then 80s will be here in no time. Not anytime soon, though. We're talking cooler weather. Wednesday into Thursday, below average. Our average is around 50. Then we're going to stick around pretty much above average, slightly above average, through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then once again into beginning of next week. For tonight, though, temperatures will be in those lower 30s, closer to freezing, in some spots below freezing. In general, though, a very light breeze and clear skies. Then for tomorrow, though, increasing clouds. Then into the afternoon hours especially, we're going to see some scattered rain showers moving in. Temperature-wise, though, we're going to be in those mid to upper 40s. The winds will start to pick up slightly, still nothing on the gusty end. Our extended forecast outlook does show rain in the area once again on Thursday, heavy at times on Friday, in the area by Saturday. Finally, by Sunday, we are in the clear.
Man, that's a lot of rain.
Yeah, that it is.
Yikes.
All right, well, there's more to come after the break.
Yeah, stories and rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the driver's seat. You choose what road to take. But soon, you'll be taking a back seat to big government because President Biden just banned most new gas-powered cars. They've made it clear it's their way or the highway, even if electric vehicles aren't right for you or your family. Call Senator King. Tell him to stop the car ban before it's too late. Don'tBanOurCars.com. Paid for by American Fuel and Petrochemical Manufacturers.
We've been on this property for 47 years. What I've learned along the way is the better tools you have, the easier the job and the better job you get.
He is a former owner of another brand, tractor. He wanted green.
Everything has to be pruned and cut, and there's a lot of stuff that has to get moved. You can't get any more American than John Deere, I don't think.
They don't write songs about any other tractor company. It's John Deere.
Experience United, your local John Deere dealer.
Thank you for helping us have a great start in 2023.
When we started, we wanted to make sure that North Star could help everyone's needs, whether you own a business, you're a homeowner, or a contractor.
Or you have a big project that you need a big dumpster for.
We have what you need: front-load dumpsters, roll-offs, and our transfer station, and so much more.
And the best part is, our prices are unbelievable. If you don't have one of these, you're paying too much.
So who cares if your trash gets picked up? At North Star Waste and Recycling, we care.
Hi, I'm Barry Gass, and my grandfather started Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear right here in Orono in 1911. Just after World War II, my father ran the business for decades. Now, with my wife and wonderful staff, we are continuing the tradition of bringing the American West to Maine. Our authentic Western boots are handcrafted for comfort, style, work, and casual wear. Saddle up with our premium selection of top quality saddles. Top it off with the perfect hat from classic to modern ranch. Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Welcome back, and finally tonight, at a certain age, we all begin daydreaming or even making plans for what we'll do in retirement, but not Foster Williams of Winterport. This 90-year-old preacher is still working each and every week, and as Jody Hersey tells us, he has no plans of stepping away from the pulpit anytime soon.
What we're looking at in the Sermon on the Mount are our Lord's first instructions to his disciples.
A small congregation of 25 to 30 members gather at the Kenduskeag Union Church each Sunday to hear the insight and wisdom of 90-year-old Foster Williams, an ordained minister who loves to share the teachings of the Bible.
I said to God, I will go as strong as I can for as long as I can, wherever you want to use me.
Williams, who was born and raised in Aroostook County, has preached the gospel in Maine, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and California.
He's a great servant of the Lord. There's just no doubt about it.
Kenduskeag resident Lee Honorato has been a faithful member of the Kenduskeag Union Church, which she says almost closed 5 years ago when the numbers dwindled to 8. But all that changed, Honorato says, when Reverend Williams walked through the doors.
I've learned more in the last 4 or 5 years than my whole lifetime.
18-year-old Jacob Cousins is one of the youngest members of this church.
Just how he spoke, it was powerful to me. I could feel, not just hear the words, I could feel the words.
While Williams has earned the right to retire, he says he and his wife Mary Jane would much rather keep on serving the Lord and this community.
We understand the pull of full retirement, but for us, it's much nicer doing something like this than sitting home.
In Kenduskeag, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A very inspirational Mainer there.
Yeah, no matter your religious affiliation, you have to admire his passion.
Oh yeah, it's definitely infectious. You gotta love that.
You
not slowing down even at 90. All right, well that's gonna do it for us, folks. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.